Hey everyone, Hussein here and welcome to another episode of the New Players Guide. And we have last been sailing throughout Africa in order to do a particular quest called the New Challenge. And I have to say it was a ridiculously long trip because we had to go all the way to Sofala and we were charting this entire throughout Africa, and I have to say it was one of the most tedious trip that we have done, and we haven't covered that much of a new topic except for a new trade route for the specialties that we have shown, and I tried to demonstrate also that my character, for instance, was safe from attacks. However, that last demonstration was poorly done because I forgot to realize my main character was in the Royal Fleet. And when you're in the Royal Fleet, you cannot attack people of your own nation, so there was already that restriction ongoing, which I wasn't aware of. We made a lot of profit with diamonds, and we got quite some money. We finally got from the last episode that we are able to sail Sambuk. Now we go somewhat faster. I was expecting the ship to go much faster, but it was not by that much apparently. But it's still better than the sloop because the Sambuk has at least way more cargo. So what we're gonna cover today are two things, at least: Imperial contracts and as well as fleeting. Because I haven't been fleeted for before, so that's something we're gonna do. So, Imperial contracts can be done in a variety of locations. I'll put the link under the description, and I also have shared my in my voyage guide how to do Imperial contracts. You have to talk to the governor, and you see here a yellow quest scroll showing up, which is essentially the contracts that you can take. And as you can see a variety of quests showing up. Imperial info shows the target waters, the East Coast Latin America. So the quest will be related concerning about the East Coast of Latin America, which is basically the east part of South America. And you can pick a variety of quests out of it, and unlike normal quests, you don't need a quest mediation permit. The quest will reset by essentially just cancel the talk, re-interact, and you can see the quests are reset it like this. So the easiest one is the surveying quest, which is the surveying. These quests requires almost nothing, so you can choose that. You can also choose to do Imperial contracts related to adventure, but you can also do related to battle. But the battle ones are pretty tough, which I'm pretty sure I cannot handle that. So we're gonna pick the safest. And now we are doing a quest for the government. The quest for Imperial contracts, Apex Seafood, or any ancient research, technology quest, etc. will always show up on the third page. They do not consume cultural contribution, nor often they are required to have quest mediation permit. So you can, in other words, just take the quest without any problems. Make sure if you do Apex Seafood, for instance, or other kind of activities that requires this quest page to report the Imperial contract, otherwise you won't be able to do it. You can abandon the quest, but we are not gonna do that. And if you have no quests on further page 1 and page 2, that's not and you can still take one of those quests without consuming cultural contribution. Just make sure to that if you take one of the quests here again, in one of the 2 pages, you still need cultural contribution. But this can be done simultaneously, and this has to be reported to the government. Like, there's no shortcut to report this to the barmaid. Unless I am, for whatever reason, wrong with my amnesia. So, I have to make sure not to remember that. So, we have the Imperial contract. Now, let's go to the tavern, where I will be fleeting with one of my characters that will accompany us throughout the voyage for this episode. I know I'm not supposed to have any kind of help, but the reason that I am doing fleeting is to show how fleeting looks like and how it feels, and why it can be beneficial to have someone with you. Now we have here my other character, but before we gonna even invite her, we're gonna report a quest. We might. Oh wait! I have actually taken a quest from this area. Okay, we have to report it in the guild. So, in order to invite someone in the party, aka the fleet, you pick a handshake, and by doing so, the other character gets an invite. So we're gonna switch on, and you can see that Teresa is inviting her. You're gonna select, and we accept. You get both gets a message now that someone joined the party. So in this case, Ishikader is now part of in our fleet, and you can see something showing up on the left. As you can see that another member shows up in the party. So the parties will be shown on the left, and you can have up to 5 people joining in the group. So there will 4 more people showing up here with the crew and sailors and durability of the ship being shown. It is very important to pay attention on whenever they are in a sea battle. And let's say, for instance, and you can see I am now the Admiral, and the fleet has an Admiral always that leads the group, and you can check the fleet under Fleet Management. And here you have many options you can take, and I want to you can assign to give a mentorship, which is another topic for later I will talk about. But we want to assign, for instance, Ishikader to Admiral. And you can see I don't have the captain icon on the left. It's now given to Ishikader. So Ishikader is the one that is leading now. And what the nice thing is that the one person has to just go through the 2 places they will go, and the rest is following them. Now you can see that Pursue Admiral is no longer grayed out on the right screen, if you can see it here. We click on it, and now we are following Ishikader. So let me show you one of the benefits. The first benefit is you can follow your Admiral around, or your leader. However, this doesn't have to be always the Admiral. The pursue button is mostly meant as a shortcut to follow the Admiral, but Ishikader, for instance, can choose to follow me as well. Like, I can choose to follow by pressing pursue on her, but Ishikader can choose to pursue on Teresa. And she does that, and now she is the one following Teresa. Now we give the Admiral back to Teresa. And now you go to the guild. You can see that player will follow you when they pursue you. And also you don't have to worry if you teleport. Like if I start teleporting, they will just go along with you. And if you go to inside one of the guilds or in one of the facilities, she will follow along with you. Now we have reported a quest. Now let's time to show another benefit of being in a fleet. I gonna, let's say for Teresa we are looking for one quest. Alright, let's take at least 2 quests here. No, actually I think 1 quest is plenty. So we have taken a quest for archaeology. So the benefit is now I as Admiral Teresa has taken a quest, and now we're gonna swap to Aisha Kitty. So here we are. When you can see that Teresa accept the quest, the message lets you know whenever someone in the fleet uses consumable items or not, and you can see also when they accepted the quest. The thing is, if you meet the requirement to take the quest as well, it does also show up for Aishikeda. It will always show up on the top whenever a fleet admiral has taken a quest, and that is only if you have meet the requirements to take it as well. So this can be very helpful, especially for job quests, unless you missed the prerequisite quests that are required in order to do that. So we're gonna take it as well. And now we're gonna swap back to Tay. Now, a nice thing about Fleet is also when you do quests together, you can check quest, you can check fleet member quest, and here you can see which quest your fleet members has taken. So you're always always aware whenever they have the right quest or whenever they have completed the quest or not, which is always it is a very nice feature that you can use. So before we do the quest, let's first change our job again. Archaeology and theology. Ooh, historian is very expensive. I may actually get a guild plight quest if it shows up. Let me see. Yeah, no. Unlucky. I guess we are stuck with geographics for now again. Let's read some archives. Ah, yeah. We have done another thesis. Now we can take the next one. Oh, there is a special event ongoing for this. As you can see, the bargain category has some discount ongoing. You can check it under college info. And you can see PC special lectures. This event can occur and you can see what kind of benefits you have and how much fame you can earn from this. It happens to be that luxury goods, aka perks or the category 3 thesis has some bonus perks attached to it. Actually, this one is not supposed to show up, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it shouldn't be showing up there, because I see Luxury Trade 2 showing up, but I actually don't meet the requirement for that. So what I discovered now is, if a lecture is shown here and you don't even if you don't meet the requirement, you can still do this one, which is actually pretty insane. So I was thinking I might as well take this chance. So because it has a very good Oxford skill, although a very expensive one for that. And let's read some geographics. Let's check if we have some space. You know what? Like, gonna use this alter complexion for now. We can always change the complexion, by the way, by purchasing it from item shop. I see we get some unfinished map. Anyway, let's keep reading it. Alright, we are done. How many maps did we receive? Only one. Frozen Valley, North of Bergen. This one is a very good map actually. Giving probably tons of proficiency. Alright, let's change. Wait, shall we change our job? Yeah, I mean, we can do it for now. I can still not switch to this job because I do not made the requirement. Actually, let me see if there's a merge request that allows me to get a basic trade job. How many mediation permits do I have left? Well, I only have one. I'm gonna show you something. You can actually purchase some press mediation permits from the guild shop. And we can, let's say, purchase 20 of those. You can see I can make a choose to spend cultural contribution, industrial points, or Roman coins. I prefer Roman coins because Roman coins are much easier to get. Actually, industrial contribution, maybe even faster. However, that is only if you can make high profit trading, which as far as I know, we are far from that. Change, yes. Now we have 20 mediation permit. I have realized I don't have many jobs for ID, so I may as well go for a job quest here, if it does show up. Okay, what we can do is, I can abandon this quest. And we're gonna take this merchant quest. 200 barrels of beer. And where are we asked to give it? To the merchant guildmaster. Oh, we have to port off several times from London then. I mean, we can do that, like, shouldn't be an issue. Okay, the quest doesn't show up here, so what I do is, I'm gonna Admiral iShare. Okay, it seems not to work like that. Well, if there goes the plan. Unless... wait, there it is. Okay, we have 2 quests now at least. I'm gonna switch you up to your Yarn Dealer. You're gonna focus a lot on trading. Nice, fabric trading went up to rank 3. You're gonna discard some of that because we have now a 2 local specialty combo we can trigger. Okay, we're gonna do some quick port up to London, because London does sell most of the beers. Now let me show you how to follow someone. I'm gonna let iShare lead to London. And you can follow someone at sea by clicking on iShare. And you can see follow. And my ship will be following iShare. And you don't have to do anything, like your character in the ship will automatically follow where Ishikid is going. Another benefit of being in a fleet is if you have, for instance, caution skill, which I've on. Ishikid doesn't have caution skill. Caution skill applies to the entire fleet as long as we are following the lead of the fleet. As you can see, despite I have the Admiral role, Admiral in a fleet is different than an actual Admiral in sea battle. Because it's not exactly the same, because I can, for instance, follow Ishikid now. And I will show you an example that even though... Oh wait, Ishikid is currently Admiral. My bad. Okay, I have given Teresa the Admiral. Like, even if Teresa is Admiral, let's say I'm gonna attack with Ishikid one of the ship. Even if Teresa Apocalypse is Admiral, you can see that Ishikid is Admiral in the sea battle. What happens here is, if the person in your fleet decides to attack in the lead, or if the person gets attacked in your fleet while not following you, that person gets the Admiral in the sea battle. Wow, it has no attack, no offense power. That's interesting. But as you can see, Aisha had. Now I'm still following Aisha, who is now the lead. So, even if I'm now an Admiral in the fleet, but because I'm now following Aisha instead, whoever attacks us, for instance, an MP, let it be an NPC or a player, Aisha will be the Admiral then, and if she gets sunken, then we lost the battle. So whenever you do, when you're fleeted together and you want to sea battles, make sure that you follow the person that is going to be Admiral. Like, the role of the Admiral in the fleet doesn't mean that the person will be the Admiral in the sea battle. That Admiral has to lead in the sea in your fleet in order to get to be ensured that that Admiral gets the Admiral icon in the sea battle. So Ice Skater is following me again. And we're gonna read some in London archives. Now we have done that. I do believe I have a purchase order category 2 in bank. Let me check that. Okay, so we might be able to have 200 beers ready to be delivered. And I'm pretty sure beers is sold in the multiple ports. Let me double check, because I'm pretty sure yeah, it's also in Bremen and Hamburg. You could have gone there as well. Okay, we don't have any purchase order category left. Alright, we're gonna sell our good here. Oh, the prices aren't so bad here. That is some good profit, definitely. Yeah, baby. There's definitely some nice money out there. Now, one thing I really like now is, while this is showing the benefits of the fleet, is this is not enough beer to even to deliver for the quest. So we have 42 here, but we need 200 of those. And because Aisha is in our fleet, she can also, for instance, purchase some goods. Let's just say we are now going to Bremen. Now Aishike is heading to Bremen. Now we make Aishike the Admiral. So we can easily... You can follow the Admiral also under the compass right below the screen here. We press here on the compass, and by doing so we are following Aishike. Oh yeah, in case you wonder why you go super fast, why this barca is going much faster, as fast as the ship that Teresa is using. This ship is actually a highly modified barca. Like, you can see the ridiculousness of the stats and the improvement here. So, Ice Kid is just an example that I want to show how fleeting works for this episode only. So it's not like that she is gonna be following us around for the rest of the series. The other reason is I would need to confirm something about hostile waters topic. And one of them is if what happens if both of us can be attacked with a level combination. I think that is something that new players may ask a question about it, so I think it's fair to bring it up whenever it's the case or not. Are we actually faster than the barca? Let's see. Oh, we are still slightly faster. Well, these sunbooks are very underrated, not gonna lie. Another benefit for fleeting is also if one of us has disaster. Like, let's say Aishikida has rats, for instance, when she's fishing. I can use a rodent killer and or eradication skill, and and I will solve disaster for Ice Skater. Oh yeah, about disaster. Rats, plague, and scurvy can actually infect the fleet, especially the ones that are following you. So keep that in mind. There's one drawback which I want to bring up, and that's for row ship users. Whenever you are doing rowing skill grind, which I'm still surprised at this stage because we still get sail handling for distance, but row skill, for rowing skill, you won't get any proficiency if you're following someone at the sea in the fleet. So keep in mind also for that drawback too. Now there is something, another benefit that we're gonna see here as well in this port. Because I have, for instance, thrown out German skill. Because I had no skill slot back then. So normally I will need body language, but Aishikida has a German skill. So what happens if you interact with the NPC? They see interpreting showing up. It means that your fleet member is translating for you with NPC what they are saying. This can work for browsing archives as well, and that's also one nice thing to complete the quest together rather than doing it alone. Now we're gonna take some of the BAs as well. Well, we have no luck. Oh yeah, this place is also very nice for smelting, for casting grind, for any place that wish to do casting as production. And also I want to show you how far this translation effect can extend. Because they have also increased the range where your skills to each other can be shared. Like even if Ice Kid is now at docks, if I gotta talk again, it's still working. Like your fleet member is still in presence, so I can actually just talk to anyone here without worrying about using a body language or being stuck in the port, etc. Now we have enough beer, and Hamburg sells a ton of beer. That's actually good to know for next time. So I guess the merchant guildmaster can enjoy a lot of drinking, I guess. Now I'm gonna take some beer from Ishikader that she got. As you also probably noticed, I am this is also one of my other characters, and this is actually something important to bring up as well. In Uncharted Waters Online, you can have multiple characters, And that's not from your same account, but from a different account that you create if you have a different email address. But you can make more accounts and you are allowed to have up to 3 characters logged in simultaneously. And the benefit for that is that one major benefit is you are able to cover the skills that you cannot cover, because as you can see we have now currently 29 skill slots. And the maximum skill slots we can have without any is up to 50, aka up to 52 without any cash item involved. But even with that many, and even if you have a cash item, you cannot cover all that skill up. So that is why in some videos you may see I have always another character with me. Like Gazi, for instance, covers adventure and battle. And DC covers all trading skill, production, and as well as shipbuilding. So, for the new players that have seen my episode till this point, you can choose to make another character for yourself if you want to make your life easier and graduate together, because fleeting can always be helpful. Another benefit of fleeting is that battle levels do get combined when it comes to dealing with nearby NPCs. If Aishikita was, for instance, battle level 90 and she was following me at the sea as a fleet member, every single NPC that attacked me so far, from Mediterranean to Africa, they will no longer attack. They get deterred because there is a higher level, battle level player present with me. So that's another benefit you can have for your fleet. You can see I use Vigor food, but it only covers myself. While with repair and surgery you can repair your whole fleet, so... However, that is something also that I want to bring up. I'm gonna grab... So I will get a special food. Oh, that is also a high tier for special food, but here you can see also that it's not only covers fatigue and vigor, but you can see effect vigor, fatigue, and you see a plus sign being shown. Any consumable that has a plus sign, figure food that has a plus sign on it, it means if you use this, it will apply to the entire fleet, as long as they are in the same area. So even if, let's say, Aishikita is... she's now at the market keeper, and I'm gonna use the fleet food. Wait, let me switch screen. I'm gonna use a fleet food on Tei. And you can see Aishikita has also received a figure recovery. The action bar has recovered. Now, the interesting question is if this applies also even if someone is inside the building or not. So I'm gonna use Aishikita, the figure food inside. Let's see if that works. Yep. And let's see, even if she's at docks. Oh wait, you cannot use, you can't use consumables, can you? Let me check. Yeah. But let me see actually... Wait. I'm gonna be at docks and Aishikita will be in port. Do I get figure food healing? Yep. There we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got our answer. So yeah, that is always a good thing to know as long as you're in the same area. They really have extended the effect, because usually there was a limited range inside the port or sea where you could extend the effect of a skill or a figure food, but that's really nice that they actually enlarged the gap. Fabulous. Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Now we have another job cut. Oh! We have received a shipwreck map piece, and we only needed one more piece to even do it. Now that is very good news, because if we click on shipwreck, we need only one map piece, so I'm gonna use this wreck. As you can see, the shipwreck area is shown, and I can tell this one is at Strait of Gibraltar. You see the map is showing up here. You can check it on the shipwreck. We have progressed it, and you can see the difficulty of the shipwreck, which can go from 1 star to nearly 10 star. But for starters, the first ones will be easy, but after you have erased several shipwrecks, it will the upcoming wrecks will be tougher, and some most of them be outside Europe, so be cautious of that. Alright, so we can change to a variety of jobs, and we have Chandler, we have mineral trading, we have medicine trading. I'm gonna go for accountant because it has because it does. I'm actually amazed that metalwork is also being shown here, and it has sewing favor too, which is actually nice. Now, luxury trading is definitely that we are taking because Caribbean has some good luxury tradings. Although I have less skill slot at this point, so we have to be careful what we are doing with it. Now, before I'm planning to get more alcohol, but before I do that, I have to be sure. Oh yeah, there is research info. I have to do this thesis as well. I actually may as well do some sewing while I can. Luckily accounted in shine dealers aren't that expensive to change. This is the amount of wool we can make, and this I recall there was yeah, here we go. One of them we can make spare sails out of this. We can definitely make a lot of those now. Nice, that's quite some production made. Now let's go to Helder first. Yep. Now another nice thing is that you can get inflators that, like aside from getting items from quests, you can also get trade goods to do our production skill grind, for instance. And now we have filled up again, and then big fabric secret glove, and we can do processing knitwear. Oh, unless as we mentioned, oh yes, another worth mentioning is I'm gonna show you something which has been lately implemented for past year implemented. On the ship info, you can see a speed up on 23, but if you get followed in a fleet, you get also an extra effect that your ship speed up is increased by 5%, so now it is 28, which translates to that we go slightly faster. Now, a nice thing is we have actually much more Vigor now, so we are able to do way more production than we used to be when I initially started with sewing. Now we arrived at Oslo. The amount of wool we get is insane. Now we're gonna do soon production, but we have to be in a tavern because I don't have as many figures that we can use. Okay, we have no useful flags. I should keep that in mind. Now that soberness is now very helpful. I have to say, this goes pretty fast. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward the grind. Now, as you can see, there's also a nice benefit with fleet members. If you need, let's say you need a friend that you wish to carry some goods with you or help you out with getting goods. If you don't have purchase order category, this can be very helpful. And because of that, we actually may reach sewing rank 5 very fast. Oh! Trade level 14. That was quick. I didn't expect that. Okay, so our total level was 45. You have to make sure not to override the total level 50 boundary, because you have to still check something out. And our sewing is rank 5. Nice. Oh, and we can have another drink, I guess. I think just one more sewing rank and then we have also that as well as the thesis done. Oh yeah, we have just received a message in the item display in the museum has been removed. It has been 1 week since we exhibited our ornaments, so we have to visit Paris at some point to exhibit our ornaments. So we're gonna make sure to do that in the meantime. Almost halfway. Wow, breathe. Jeez. Now we're gonna make a stop in Copenhagen between, so that Oslo has a better reset value. I mean that it resets entirely almost. Oh, I think I'm gonna stop the sewing grind for now. Although... yeah, well, I wanted to make a better hat of mine, but I don't have layering tools to unlayer my current hat at the moment. So, never mind. Now, since we have more cargo, we can actually sell way more European crayfish, and yeah, the price is not a joke. It's a high profit. We can almost trade level up because of that. Now let's port up between Amsterdam to Helder. To finish our thesis. Hold a second. What if we can actually complete this thesis without port hopping? When it comes to this. Look, maybe the quantity doesn't matter. We're gonna test this out, ladies and gentlemen. If this is the case, then I went through a lot. Well, actually it's not for nothing, because we have progressed with suing a lot, so not that bad. But for next time, if any of you plans to do these thesis, be sure to follow this advice. Because I'm gonna double check something right now. So instead of buying all at once, does this impact something? Yeah, I noticed it. What if we do even smaller? It's not much, but there is a huge impact. Like, there is an upper limit for this. $2,100. because of that, we save considerable amount of time. So now we have to power it up only once, and when we are done. And then I can finally show you about the traveling to company colony and Imperial contract. This video is gonna be very long again. I might have to lower the bitrate at this point, because I feel like these videos are getting is consuming too much of my storage. Yeah, I don't want to play will beat me. I have to say, those large attack cabine, I miss those kind of ships. I haven't seen them for a long time. Finally! Oh my lord, this thesis was very long. But piece of advice, buy each good only at max 20 quantities, because I think there's a limit how much you can gain from this research progress. But we finally got it. Whoa, that amount of trade XP is no joke, and the amount of credits we even gain. And we almost trade to level 15 at this point. Now there is a job that I'm gonna definitely take, and that's field activity 2, because this is very important. Because we're gonna focus a lot of fishing and storage grind. Because for the upcoming episodes, we are not gonna use ceasefire agreements anymore, but to slowly moving on the tributes. Alright, we can miss those. Okay, we just need a little help to get a local specialty combo max, because we're gonna sell some to North America. So we're gonna change our job to fishing. We are not gonna do any. We're gonna ignore this quest for now. Can do that later. We're gonna focus on Imperial contract as well as going to visit North America for some specialties. Now we want to use field activity 1 to increase the quantity of fish we get. Oh yes, make sure to bank your money, because this is... I realize we are carrying too much money right now, because I didn't expect sewing would skyrocket the profit margin, and that some help of Icy Kitty carrying some goods for sewing grind made it even stronger. But it's at least for this episode that here it shows how much benefit being in a fleet can mean. For the next one we go without it, because I want to show you how being in a fleet we like is. Now that's a lot of apple pie, we take it. Sounds expensive, but we have already established a way to make money finally. So our destination will be all the way to the company colony, so that's gonna be a long journey. I feel like it may take at least 20 days to get there, most likely. We are almost there. Enjoy. Wow, almost 30 days. That's what happens if you have too many headwinds. Bingo! We have reached our destination at the company colony. Well, mutineers, bye-bye, I guess. But before we visit the colony, I am gonna... Because there is a reason why I also brought the topic of fleeting, which is also a topic about whenever someone is attackable, even in a fleet, if both have, for instance, not the requirement to be attackable. So we have to make sure to get Terry a bit outside the green zone. Whoa, the green zone is really big. Okay. Now the rogue ship you see behind is my main character. First I'm gonna give some supply to... Alright, I am here. Now, there's a apocalypse currently. Has a total level below 50, his total level is 45. And I should not be able to attack her when you press on it. Despite avoid no shame. So you can see there's a barrier being shown here. So the ice kid, for other hand, has a total level above 50. 28, 45, and 51. Can we attack her? Nope, we can't. Despite she is above total level 50. So what if they follow together? Let's give that a try. They are throwing rocks at me, ouch! Now they are both together. A total level combination. Will this affect them? Yep, the sailors are still complaining. So as you can see, even if they are fleeted, Ice Kid's total level is above 50. But you can see we can still not attack them. We're gonna experiment with Tay if she's total level 50 and we're level 30 on one class. But again, as you can see, we can confirm that attacking them, even if they are fleeted with a total level combination, this does not count. It doesn't apply the same fashion. Oh, and Palmela gained another level. And Ice Kid has been greatly, has lost too many crews. Alright, so there are actually a lot more landing points around these places. You see, those aren't given on map, but those are basically colony ports, company colony ports. And one of them can establish here when they run a company, but I won't go too much into details. But each one has its own colony, like the Ghost of It has. You're gonna pay a visit. And that is how the company colony looks like. And a company colony is where players from a company can establish a colony here where they can add a variety of buildings. And you can check on the colony map on the right here. And you can see what buildings are being placed here. Only the director and the deputy director can order buildings, and the director is the only one that can remove those. And you can see the amount of building slots that is taken already. And you can also check, I believe, through the company residence. Oh wait. Okay, this goes a bit too much into details. Because we cannot build company colony ourselves. I will put the link in the description one day if there's a video about building a company colony. Because right now it's a very complicated topic to explain to new players. Oh, we can actually construct building. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we have this option. You can see here the building information. You can see the population. The population determines what buildings can be built, and the more population is, the more features becomes accessible. And you can see here the materials you need. And purchase building material. It's a space you can purchase them if you miss ingredient, but the construction costs will increase. And you can add some accessories here if you wish to add a building. And you can select everything where there is enough space. But for now, I wouldn't be worried too much about it. Because usually if when new players join a company, they have already a colony settled. But this will be another separate video for later. The company colony has a bank. And keep in mind they have no shared storage, so make sure not to, and you cannot even use quarter storage. Now the Ghost Division has cafeteria here, we definitely want some drinks, sir. Our fatigue is recovered. Oh, they have all trade goods, and you have in the colony also a shipyard here. The shipyard, we're gonna make use of it soon. Especially for shipbuilding purposes. But you can also here get some ships that you can purchase. Although I know we don't need any. And we don't even have enough money. Also, we can increase the improvement slots, but I do not recommend doing that, because if you do that, the sailing requirement will go up. This is the amount of improvement you can add. I'll come back again later, but make sure not to do this anymore, because you can actually... There is a reason for that I'll explain later. Now there are 4 types of market keeper. Each one has purchase as category 1, 2, 3 and 4. Food market has mainly purchase order category 1 type of goods. And as you can see, there are a bunch of them here. Maple syrup is something we're gonna take soon. Whereas the space is essentially show the category 2 category base, like wares and such, and I can see the cranberries here. And then you have the manufacturing good market keeper. There it sells purchase order category 3, like weapons, crafts, art and firearms. And luxury has jewelry, spices, precious metal or perfumes. And they have roses. But first we're gonna sell our trade goods that we have. Oh, cameline isn't very good here. The selling prices are also pretty high because of that, which is very nice. And we are trade level 15! Woohoo! That's a lot of XP for a job while we are an adventure job. That's a lot. Ooh, wild rabbit. I'm not sure, but I believe wild rabbits are actually considered you get some North America specialties here. Yeah, wait, I believe cranberries is from the ware. Let's see what else they have. They have market keepers here, and oh, they have a job change here, and printer. Now here you can change your job whenever you feel like to, but we are not going to do that. It's nice that Ghost Division has that. Because many places outside Europe you cannot change your job except in Calicut in India. However, ever since Boston and San Francisco being released and the railroad connecting to that, it's not that necessary anymore. And you can get here daily printers from the print in Colony. Players can visit it daily here. Oh! We received 2 items. What are those? A tow permit, that's always a welcome addition. And a request investment book. Very nice. What do we get from the printer? Oh, perfect! Purchase order category 3. Now these perfect, that's actually perfect. We need those purchase order category 3 for sewing later. So in case you get back to sewing, I'm gonna show you how much those purchase order category are helpful. Now for now I have no space. Also, aside from Ghost Division Company Colony, I have registered the Oslo Standard Colony as well for DC. So you can visit a colony from another company where you are not a part of. And here you can see the colony and each of them has its own structure here. The major difference is that you will likely see, you see they have a scholar here. They have also, here you can have your handling proficiency maxed for your ship, but so it's right now only 114. When you do that, it's maxed. Also, the paymaster has also more highly valuable plates for sale that you can, or cannons that you can get. However, these are pretty expensive, so keep in mind to only spend if you can afford it, because these are, well, they are pretty strong. The 12 gates. For newer players, this can be quite expensive especially if you don't have the means how to make money yet. So make sure not to purchase those expensive guns unless you have the money for it. Ah, now I see it. That's good to know. We cannot purchase another. So you cannot purchase extra trade goods on the same company colony. That's, to be honest, that's fair. Like, that is actually fair. Now we will be heading to Boston. And here we are at the port of Boston. Now it's quite busy here. What is this? Oh, you received a gold nugget for a miner. Oh, this is one of the festivals. So Boston is a quite unique port that has also a railroad. They have Ohama as well, that you can take a chariot through. And they have a train where you can take to variety. So with the railroad you are able to travel inland throughout North America. You can, for instance, use one of the railroads, but the fare fees are quite expensive, so I would suggest not to do this right now. But wait, let's make sure to discover. No, Sacramento. We will come back here later anyway. There is a specific calendar. I don't know how it goes. I'll put the link in the description because there's always some event or festival or Thanksgiving ongoing in this area, where each gives its own unique perks. For instance, one for collection, one has a trade code, Namban trade code from San Francisco. All the way you get extra benefits for land or extra adventure XP for collecting, and this guy, well, he gave us a gold nugget, and gold nugget is something we'll talk about later, but we cannot deliver this because we have no port permit for San Francisco right now. So it's gonna be very difficult. But there is one important factor to why we are in Boston. Before we do that, let's check item shop. Okay, they have not much special going. Yeah, we have to sell the camelly at some point. So academic association is also, you can call it an academy that is works somewhat similar like the Oxford scale. Unlike the Oxford where you do research for the university, for this one you are doing research focused on your job class or your specific job. And you can only do your thesis only for that specific job that you're doing. Now we're gonna see what kind of research we get. Oh wait, never mind, we can't. We'll come back later for this, so for the Academy Associate we're gonna have to save. Oh yeah, one more thing, you can actually change job in Boston as well. So all the job changes possible here. And you can here see the results of what you need, for instance. Now the final thing we're gonna do is go to the Caribbean. Oh, another folklore. Interesting. We're gonna go back to the colony just to get the other trade goods. And then we're gonna make some massive profits by going and visiting this Caribbean and then go back to Europe. Caribbean has one of the best soundtracks in this game whenever you visit as a new player. I dare to say you will really get addicted to it. Oh, it sunk the ship. We get a level probably. Yeah, let's go. Pamela is also leveled up as well. Now, Caribbean is famous for having some amazing trade goods that you can sell to Europe. Might need those fire buckets again. Woo! That's a lot. It's not even a small amount. That's a lot, bruh. Now these two are highly recommended to bring, because the amount of value you get from those is insane. And we got even a haggle price, which is even better. Now we have quite a lot of local specialties that we are carrying us. We're gonna go to San Juan now. Here we are at San Juan. Oh yeah, because we have Spanish, we don't have to worry about language barrier here. That's what I call getting drunk fast. Alright, let's go to Santo Domingo first. Because there is a certain Spanish NPC that can depart from that port. That gives a job card that we are probably looking for. It may take a while before that NPC comes, so I think we'll visit here another time. Because the recording is already way overdue. Oh, what we are seeing here in front of us is a private farm. We can actually create one if we want. However, this is not a location that I will pick myself. There's a better one that I will show in the later series. St. Mark may manage to suppress the gust wind. Like, we still got pushed, except our ship did not stop this time. So these figures that can be sometimes very helpful. Whoa, finally arrived in landing. That's a long trip. Now we have to interact with a stacked boulder in South America northeast coast. You won't see this in the map here. That's actually one of the reasons why Navy is recommended. Although you can roughly estimate where you can find this landing too without even a world map that you can find in Wiki or Navy, etc. Now let's make sure to explore before any enemy starts to spawn here. Enemy levels are in a much higher level than usual. Ooh, these bandits are here already. Now as you can see, the levels is at least twice of mine. So if they initiate land battle, we have to flee. I do have maybe trap techniques, but they are not. These aren't even enough to. Like I do lack damage output with my character. They have quite a lot of stamina. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the stacked boulder. Let's go! And so we explore the new world. Now let's give our ship a unique painting. Let's make it blue. Now let's head back to Europe. Gonna be a long trip. Wow, another gust wind in a short amount of frame. Pamela just prevented counterfeit. Okay, I can confirm just the duty is actually enough to deter sailor theft. Keep that in mind. I kind of find it funny that Pamela is actually thinking about a ghost. Jeez, I want to play Phasmophobia at that point. Finally, home sweet home. We're gonna stop at Helder first. Ooh, 500 XP, not bad, and I think that's quite some sailing distance also made. Whoa, gold sells a lot here. So welcome to Tequila, also very good. Barcuda is high in the Netherlands. I think overall. Oh my god! Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot of profit. Sweet. Double successful haggle. Local specialty combo triggered. Palmella also level 6, 2292 trade XP gained. Hallelujah. So that will be 4k XP if it was... We are getting richer. We go to the Imperial government to report our quest. And since we completed the Imperial contract, we will receive a port permit since this involves east coast of Latin America. And we have it. View the ID employment situation up limit. And you will have all ceremony by doing so. It's always nice to have such a cutscene. For every quest you report, you receive Patriot Awards. Patriot Awards is something we will bring up later, but as new play, be sure to save these, because these are pretty valuable. Ah, yeah, I see. We have an extra skill slot acquisition. That's actually amazing. We're gonna stop at the tavern and call it for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very nice adventure trip. We have unlocked Imperial contract. We got a port permit for east coast of Latin America. We have the colony, discovered Boston, and we got a suing rank 5. and we made a ton of profit. We had just about 1.51 million, and now we are at 3.7 million. And being fleeted has also had some benefits. That extra little speed is also very great, so whenever you have friends or company members, or whenever you make a new character, this can be very helpful. So in order to quit the party, oh yeah, you can also chat with the party under the party's chat option. And this is a chat that only fleet members can see. No matter the distance, they will be able to receive the message in the chat here on party. So there are several ways to end the fleet. You can expel someone. Someone can leave the fleet, like Ice Kitty can choose to leave, for instance. Or we can disband the fleet by clicking on disband. And the fleet is disbanded. Now I'm on my own again. So this was definitely a very long episode, but it's to be expected. The episodes are getting longer, so not much we can do about it. We managed to make a massive profit and managed to introduce company colony, more local specialty combos, and I'm really sorry if I'm not covering much about battle yet. I have to find a good chance to do that, because battle we are far behind. But we are getting more skill slots, so we can at least have gunnery, accuracy, and eventually ballistics and penetration as well in our pocket. So I hope for the Maritimers that I can cover that for you guys. So this is how fleeting is, and as you have noticed with fleeting, the progression you make in the game is significant in many ways. Like again, for instance, you saw that I got more beer to report my quest. I could do my sewing grind faster with less port hopping, and I've talked about fleet food that can heal your entire fleet even from far distance. They can translate for you at port. You can also leech the skills from certain quests. So let's say I have the requirement, but Ice Kid doesn't have the requirement. But we both have the quest information, all the clues. When both characters are in the best of discovery, even if Aisha has no requirement for this, if I appreciate discovery, everyone in the fleet that has all the information of the quest gets it as well. Another benefit is they can assemble clues for treasure hunter. They can have extra loots in dungeon, and you can also grind faster with battle reports. Here is the amount of list, all the benefits of being in a fleet that I can show to you. And I'm pretty sure there's more of that, which I will put the link under the description. So this video was really about unlocking East Coast of Latin America, large profit, and benefits of fleeting. I'm sorry if this may have come a little bit in a way that the challenge has somewhat lessened when I was alone, but I had to show you how much fleeting can help you. For this episode at least, I wanted to bring Ice Kitty with me to show you how fleeting works like. And I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope you all had a wonderful time watching it. Sorry for the long video again, and we will cover up for the next episode. Who knows what we will do next. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and cheers. Bye.